Hey Thrivers, Heather here. Our Better Me, Better Marriage Challenge. We are already on day number 16, which means we have, what, 2 days, 3 days, including today, left of this challenge. It is absolutely flown by. So how was your weekend? How are you doing with this challenge? For me today, the snow is gently falling outside our window. We have about an inch maybe already. And days like this remind me when I see the gentle falling snow out of my window. A very, very hard and dark time in life. About 4 years ago in January, I just had our newborn baby, Kiri, and I was still in the midst of fighting breast cancer. I was sitting on the couch in our living room as the snow was gently falling, just like today. We lived on 20 acres out in southern Colorado. Beautiful, beautiful forests, pine trees, and beautiful open meadow. And we had just a really small 3-bedroom home, but we owned our own home and we were so happy to have it. And I just remember looking out at the snow falling so gently, just like it is today. But I was in a completely dark place, and I had just had surgery 6 days after having Kiri. We had just gone over having influenza, and I was on the couch watching the snowfall, and I was literally unable to do anything else. I was in so much pain that I couldn't even stand without completely just crying. And I'd never experienced physical pain like that ever before in my life. And I couldn't even take care of myself. I couldn't get dressed. I couldn't take a shower. I couldn't even literally wipe my own nose. So when I'm crying, my Ben husband, my husband, Ben, let's see if I can not be dyslexic with my language today. He had to help me wipe my own nose, seriously. And it was just unbelievable, the amount of service and the amount of care that he gave me. But I am such an independent person. It was really hard for me to accept that. And I could not take care of the children that were sick. I could not hold my newborn baby. I could not nurse her. I could not help in any of the things that I normally do. And like I told you guys before, in the giving and getting live stream that we did last week in this challenge, I felt like I had to be X, Y, and Z, and then Ben would love me. I had to be X, Y, and Z, and then I was a successful person. I had to be X, Y, and Z, and then I could feel good enough about my life. I had to see X, Y, and Z in my life to know that I could have happiness and to know that I was successful. And if I didn't have those things, then something was wrong. And that thing that was wrong was me. I was wrong, right? And so here I was sitting on the couch in so much pain, completely unable to take care of myself, to take care of my family, to be the X, Y, and Z. I wasn't any of those things. I wasn't being there for Ben the way that I thought I needed to get his love. And I wasn't there for my children the way that I needed to. And I wasn't there for myself in the way that I needed to. And I was just thinking, why is this happening to me? Why am I in this situation where I cannot even take care of myself? And I'm sitting here in so much pain. And I just remember feeling like, I don't understand. Why am I even here? I don't understand why am I even here when I am just such a burden and I can do absolutely nothing to take care of the responsibilities that I brought upon myself. I chose to have many, many children, many, many, many children, right? We have 7 right now. At the time it was 6. I chose that, and I wanted that. And I know that I had to step up and be available to them and to be responsible for them. And here I am, and I just felt like I was just draining the life out of my husband. I was draining the life out of my family, and I didn't know why I was still there. I didn't understand if this is what it's really all about. If this is why I'm here, then what's the point? Because I can't even take care of myself. I can't even wipe the snot off my own nose right now. And I just remember feeling the heaviness and the darkness of, why is this happening? Why do I have to be such a burden? Why did I have to get cancer? Why do I have to get surgery? Why do I have to be in this kind of situation where I'm dependent on others to take care of me when I'm supposed to be the one taking care of them? So why am I even here? What's even the point? And I remember just that darkness kind of filling me up. And I couldn't go anywhere. I was just stuck on the couch. I couldn't even move. I actually slept upright on the couch for over a week because I couldn't move my arm because I just had surgery here on the left side where I'd have a breast removed earlier. And I couldn't even lay flat on my back because it hurt too much. Oh, sorry. Now Ben's calling me.
And your favorite.
There we go. Ben, your favorite husband. When I hook it up to my Bluetooth, then I forget to turn it off. Anyway, I will call him back as soon as we're done. And I just remember just feeling like I don't know what I can do. And if it's going to be like this, I don't even know what the point is. And I knew that I should be feeling grateful for something. I knew that I should turn it around, but I didn't want to. I'd been practicing gratitude as part of my journey fighting cancer while I was pregnant as a way to shift my energy and bring in the positivity, to learn to look for the good. But at that moment, I just didn't want to. It was just too much. And I felt like I had just been hit too hard, to the point where I was like, I don't know why I'm here. I don't know if you've ever felt that, but there was a part of me that's like, I know I should start to feel grateful. I should turn around. I just don't want to right now. And sometimes we're like that. We fight it. And I don't know why we do that, but we do. And we just choose to stay there. And I was like, I can't do it. I'm too exhausted. This is too much. I just can't do it today. And as I was sitting there and just sitting in that darkness for, I don't even know how long it was, but I remember hearing Ben, in the kitchen, helping with the kids, and the baby was crying. And I'm just like, I can't even do anything. Listening to the fire crackling in our wood burning stove. And I'm like, all right, I've got to do something, because I can't go anywhere. I can't move physically. I'm just stuck here. And if I stay in this place, I know it's just going to consume me. And so I just like, okay, I'm going to force myself to start feeling some gratitude. I'm going to force myself to start noticing some things. So I was like, all right, fine, I'll do it, because there's nothing else I can do anyway. And I'm like, all right, I'm grateful for the snow that's falling out the window. It is really beautiful. It is really beautiful to see that. And at least I'm here and I can see that. I'm grateful for Ben that's taking care of the baby crying in the other room. I may not be able to hold her, and I may not be able to do what I want to do to help my family, but I'm here and he's here, and I'm grateful that he's taking such good care of her. He'd never had to take care of a newborn like the way he did with that experience. And that was a good thing for him. He was able to learn and grow and experience a whole new side of parenting. And so I was grateful for him and for his unconditional love and service and sacrifice. And I was grateful to hear her crying, even though it breaks a mother's heart to hear their little newborn baby crying. She's here. She's crying. This is a child that the doctors told me I needed to abort. This was the child that I said, life is precious and I'm willing to sacrifice my own if it means that she can be here. And her cries, as hard as they are for my heart to hear, can be a beautiful thing if I turn it around and I see it that way. I'm grateful to my mom who's taking care of our 6 children. I may not be able to do it, but she is here and she is sacrificing her time, her energy, and her sleep. I'm grateful to the women that brought us dinner, that are so kind and generous in our community to help and support our family. I'm grateful that we have wood in our wood burning stove, and that's keeping us warm in this very, very cold January Colorado day, just like today. So it's making me very reminiscent of that moment. Every time I see the gentle falling snow, I think back to this moment, because when I started to turn things around, I just felt a profound sense of gratitude wash over me. And soon it was so much brighter and so much stronger than the darkness that I had felt. And I knew in that moment that our ability to choose happiness and to choose gratitude, to choose the way that we want our lives to be, is with us at any time. And if I could learn to feel it then, if I could learn to change my thoughts, if I could learn to start to appreciate what was really there, if I could feel happiness in that moment when I was not X, Y, and Z to get what I wanted out of life, right? To get the happy relationship, the happy marriage, to be a good mother, to have success, to equal happiness. If I could still choose it and I could still find it then any of us can at any time, because it is within us. We have the ability to do it, and it's just a matter of choice. And so that experience taught me that so often we are holding our happiness hostage. It's like we've wrapped it up and we've tied it to a chair and we're like, I'm not going to feel you until this, this, and this happens. I'm not going to feel you until my spouse comes back to me. I'm not going to feel happiness until I know that they're committed to me again. I'm not going to feel happiness until I know my children are safe. I'm not going to feel happiness until I have this big house. I'm not going to feel happiness until I have a better job. I'm not going to feel happiness until I've lost this weight, or I've gotten to this, or I've achieved this. And so many times we're putting our happiness in complete bondage from us because we think that it's out there. We think that it's a result that we're going to get, or when something happens, we're going to be happy. And it's not true. It's complete bullcrap. All right. The truth is that happiness is only found within us. And if we're not happy now, then it's because we're not choosing to allow us to be happy. So what switches it for us? What can allow us to have happiness now? First, recognizing it only comes from within, and that no external result is what will ever bring it to us. External results, they can add to our happiness. They can add to our celebration. They can add to our joy, and we should have them. But our happiness cannot be contingent on them. It can only be found within. And when you can find happiness regardless of the circumstances, that is when you become true to who you really are. That's when you live your life by design and on purpose, and you allow your inner light, your inner being, who you truly are, to shine and to then bless and help other people. So that's my encouragement to us today. Are you holding your happiness hostage? I do it too. I still fall into the trap where I think, okay, when I get to this level, or when I get to the next level, I'm going to be happy. And this has been my mantra this year, is happiness is now. It's only found in the now. And for me, I have to shift the way I think about things, that I'm not just going to be happy when I'm successful, right? But I am successful when I am happy. Happiness is my success. That's all there is. And anything else can add to it or not. It's up to me, right? It's always the way that I choose to look at it. And it's always found within us. So let's choose to focus on that today, that happiness is now, and happiness is only found within us. Now, going to our challenge for our Better Me, Better Marriage, we're going through a mini course for life. Here's the book, citing the authors here. And we're on day, are we on day 17? No, we're on day 16. Where did 16 go? I got the wrong card. All right, let me look it up here in the book. Sorry. I just had it. I don't know where I put it. Oh, here it is. Sometimes when I'm going live, I tend to throw things around because I get very excited and animated, and I feel it. I feel it with my heart, and so sometimes I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing with the things around me. All right, so here we are, day 16. Only my condemnation injures me. Here's the lesson on the back. Without condemnation, I can be free of guilt and fear. If I believe I can hurt others, I must also believe they can harm me. Today, I will claim my own freedom by accepting forgiveness for myself and extending it to everyone. As I remind myself, I choose gladly to release myself and everyone I know from the prison of condemnation. Yes, I said the word correctly, condemnation. Only my condemnation injures me. So what thoughts come out to you? What aha moments does this give you? Maybe you need to go back and listen to it a couple times. I usually do. I usually have to read these a couple times to make sure I really let it sink in. But I'm just going to read this very first part again. Without condemnation, I can be free of guilt and fear. If I believe I can hurt others, I must also believe they can hurt me. All right. Today I will claim my freedom by accepting forgiveness for myself and extending it to everyone. As I remind myself, I choose gladly to release myself and everyone I know from the prison of condemnation. This is really beautiful. I love the idea of forgiving yourself and extending that to everyone else, knowing that each one of us, we're really the same at the core of our being. We are all worthy. We are all good enough. We are all capable. We are all intelligent. We are all meant to shine. We are all here to share our gifts, our talents, and our strengths, to grow and to improve and to become who we really are. And anything else is not the truth. So release yourself and others from condemnation. Let's send it out there. Oh, thank you, Tim. Thank you, Janet. Awesome. So without condemnation, no, that's not it. Only my condemnation injures me. So let's recognize that. If we're choosing to condemn ourselves or anyone else, it's only hurting us, and it's only perpetuating the cycle of holding our happiness hostage. So let's choose to release that. Let's choose to love and to forgive and to extend that to ourselves and to all others around us on this beautiful, for me, wintry, snowy day. And if it's for you, a beautiful sunny beach day, then I'm going to join you soon because I need some beach and some sun. All right, let's put this into the chat. Only my condemnation injures me. declare that out and send it out to the universe. Allow this to sink in and to give yourself some healing and some peace and some joy today, because happiness is within you and you can seize it at any moment. All right, my heart, my love, my appreciation go out to you. You have a fabulous day. We'll talk to you soon.